Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Yomimon. This one is going to be featuring the Generations Tournament I went to about a month ago. And in this tournament, we need to be able to pick Pokemon from each generation, so Diancie's from Gen 6, Chronicles from Gen 5, and so on. So when I was picking up my team, I definitely wanted to do something. The new type of teams I'm trying to make are Physical Sweeper, a Special Sweeper, and a Mixed Pivot. So my Physical Sweeper is a Conkeldurr, but he's also my Mixed Pivot. Also, I have another Physical Sweeper in the form of Metagross, but he also has some bulk to him, so he's kind of like a Physical Tank / Sweeper. My special guys are Rotom and Gengar, and Ariados and Diancie are there for lead and sub-lead support mainly. So then I look at Zettablob, who is my good friend June, and we've had a bunch of battles against each other, but I don't know what to expect because she's really good. The Heatran scares me because it's her favorite Pokemon, and I don't know if she's going to be running like Substitute or Earth Power or anything like that, but we're about to head into the match and we're going to see how it goes. So I lead with my Diancie because pretty much I want to be able to get out into Mega Form as quickly as possible. And it leads with this Heatran, which normally I'm afraid of, but since I carry the Protect, I don't really need to worry about its possible Earth Power against me. But of course it's going to intimidate me, but I have Clear Body, so that's not going to do anything. I'm going to come here and do my Mega Evolution with the Mega Bracelet right here. So, and I really like this because I made her to be a little bit mixed, so she has one physical attack and one special attack. And then she has Heal Bell, and Heal Bell is really just one of those clutch moves where people don't expect you to have that, especially on a legendary Pokemon. So I bring in Rotom because I just want to be able to take a hit. He's another one of my, special walls, more of a pivot type Pokemon, and then he can use Will-O-Wisp to lower people's attack or just use his Electric or Hydro Pump when he needs to. So then we see his Sableye, and I'm like, I am not going to try to Will-O-Wisp you. I'm going to send in Diancie just in case you want to Will-O-Wisp me, and or something of the sort. And he Mega Evolves, and I'm like, yep, here comes that Magic Bounce, y'all. And I haven't really went up against a lot of Sableyes, but he does the Will-O-Wisp, I do that Magic Bounce, and it was funny because we didn't know what would happen if like Magic Bounce would then Magic Bounce it back into being infinite loot. But I think the people at Game Freak kind of knew that, so he gets burned, which is good on my part, and she's gonna withdraw her Pokemon, and then we're going to see some Heatran again. And again, not knowing if she was going to change or not, I just did the Moonblast, just get some damage off. I could have done Diamond Storm, but either one would have been not very effective. So, well, actually Diamond Storm would have been normal effect, so probably would have been a better choice. But I'll say a little bit one-to-one there, and didn't say, is she going to change, is she going to switch out? But this time I switch out into my Luchador, which is my Conkeldurr, or Robution, as I remember him from Gen 5. And she's going to do Substitute, and I've seen substituting Heatrans in doubles, but haven't really gone up against it in singles, so I didn't know exactly what to expect. But I have my Drain Punch, I have Assault Vest on him, and it's spec'd very oddly. I can't remember how, but it has EVs in like 4 different stats, so it's meant to do damage and take damage quite well and keep itself alive with Drain Punch. And it has a clutch move of Poison Jab instead of the Mach Punch Drain Punch combo, because I just wanted to be able to catch people off guard to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit your fairy with this, and you'd be like, what? When you thought I was gonna switch and do something else. So a little bit of the Yomi there. But she's finally gonna switch out her Heatran again, and she's gonna send back in her Landorus, and I'm gonna get intimidated, which is gonna lower my attack, I should say. And but I'm gonna use Knockoff because I just want to take off any special thing that it has. It has a Choice Scarf, and I did not know that. Now I believe that Landorus has base like 109 speed, so in this case it wasn't going to go. It was always going to go faster than Conkeldurr. But some of my other Pokemon like Diancie, which I believe has base 100, having that not on there would have been okay. But I don't think anybody really cared that it had that on there. So I Ice Punch, it beats this thing like none other. Now I did the stupid thing of staying in because I was like, well, are you going to play rough? I guess not. So I use Poison Jab and I get some solid damage off, but in this case I also forgot that I had that Intimidate on me, and now I need to just double back out there and send in my next Pokemon, which is Metagross, because even though water moves do neutral damage, to play rough is going to be not very effective. And even though it's water type, the Bullet Punch isn't going to do much. I should still have the ability to easily take it out if I need to with Metagross. But she switches out her Pokemon and sends back in again Mr. Intimidator. But no, I got another Clear Body Pokemon. We ain't about them stat lowering. So And finally, I am going to give you the Zen Headbutt. As you see there, I went faster, which, oh no, I didn't go faster, switched back in, but I did the Bullet Punch, and then I had to take it out. I'm like, wait, I shouldn't have been faster than that thing, but no, we switched in, and then got hit by Headbutt, so, GG. So then Spooky Gems comes out. Ooh. No, Sableye is really creepy. It looks like he would eat your dreams in your sleep. Yeah, I think he's just Dream Eater, so it makes sense. But I want that ruby. Give me that ruby. My girl needs that ruby. Alright. But then he's gonna do Dark Pulse, and it's not gonna do that much damage because, you know, it's not very effective. But I did get my Assault Vest knocked off, I believe, so I'm just gonna knock him off. It's gonna do neutral damage, but it didn't do that much. Oh. And then she starts boosting with the Calm Mind, and this is where I get kind of scared, actually. Because one of my greatest weaknesses when I'm playing Pokemon is when someone starts setting up, I'm like, oh goodness, what am I gonna do? So I do another knockoff, just, you know, trying to get some damage off, and then it recovers, and I'm like, I should have expected that. Why wasn't I expecting it to do that? I'm being dumb right now. So I have to think about a way to double back in. I still have all of my Pokemon, so I should have a good way to do this. So I sent in Diancie, and I know she's mixed in the type of way where I can actually do a physical move against it and actually do some damage, not worrying about the specialness that has been boosting up at the moment. So I think, oh, but she switches out again and allows herself to lose to 2 stat boots, so I'm really happy about that. But Heatran comes in, and I'd use Diamond Storm this time because I am trying to attack its physical defenses instead of its special defenses, and that does a solid amount of damage, and my defense raises. That's what I call the double factor of awesome. So then I am probably going to do this one more time, the Diamond Storm, because hey, at that range I can take it out, and I know I'm faster than you, Heatran, and I'm not really scared of you anymore after that. And I get another defense boost, Diamond Storm. You are OP. What in the heck? So then she's gonna bring out Zippy, which is her Zapdos, and it's gonna apply the pressure, which doesn't really do a lot in these games, but you know, somebody had like low PP and everything, and probably would do more to hinder the ability for someone to sweep or something. So I can see its mild usefulness, but I don't understand why pressure is an ability anyway. So then I send in my Metagross, and he roosts, or she roosts I should say. And I'm like, okay, how am I going to take this thing out? She has all these recovering Pokemon. And I did Earthquake because I thought she might roost again. But I also didn't expect to be faster. Right, so then I do the Ice Punch, get some solid damage off, right? But my Life Orb takes me out. Metagross is my first casualty. Bye-bye, Metagross, but you did amazingly. I love your steel frame and your psychic powers. You're so smart. You're so smart. And then I bring my Gengar back in. Or not back in, this is the first time it's been out. So I'm like, Gengar, taunt him. You're fast. You can basically say, no, you cannot roost. I'm not even having that. And then a Sludge Wave. It's like, boom. Love Sludge Wave. One of the best poison moves in the game. Now, this Gengar is a little bit different. It does have Will-O-Wisp, and it has Hex because of that Will-O-Wisp. And Hex is actually surprisingly useful throughout these whole series. You'll see more of it. And I use Hex against this because it's burn, and boom, look at that. Well, it was a critical hit, but still, look at that. Okay, it probably wouldn't have taken it out if it wasn't a critical hit, but still, look at it. And then we have Azumarill is gonna come in with the Aqua Jet, but I'm like, no, ain't gonna do enough. Sludge Wave, super effective. I don't care, you're Fairy type, get out of here. I love you, Azumarill, though. I remember back in the days when your pre-evolved form, Marill, was called Peekaboo. Oh my god, I just dated myself. Anyway, I think she has this last Pokemon left, which is Chestnut, which I was actually surprised didn't come out sooner, but of course I do the Will-O-Wisp because I know it's a physical type, and I just don't want to take a lot of damage from it, and I'm just preparing just in case it takes it out my Gengar somehow, some way, and then I'm just gonna clean it up with the Sludge Wave and call it a good game. It really was. I was surprised I only lost one Pokemon that entire time though, because June is a really good player, but I guess this is just an example of how making the right moves and, you know, being able to read your opponent just a little bit kind of helped out. So that does it for that battle. I'm gonna head to another battle, which is going to be against my buddy Thornjorn. I think that's how you say it. So check for that one next week. Thank you for watching Yomimon. Like, comment, subscribe to keep abreast of all the things that happens on my channel, and see you guys later.